What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers, picking up where we left off last time. Guys, I did that fight several times. Okay, that was a pretty tough orc battle. With the brother composition that I was using, I was trying to go really heavy on the handguns, but I realized after several attempts that I just did not have the numbers in the front line to protect such a wide back line. And even as heavily armored as someone like Moody is, for instance, because they killed him many times in many of my attempts, with Battle Forge and this type of armor, still not enough to keep from being circle beaten by orc warriors in such high numbers. Yeah. So, what I ended up doing was, and how I ended up beating it, was I put in both Miguel and Jedediah, and we used fire grenades. We, at a certain point, they became, flank blockers, flank deniers, and we were able to hold it down. Unfortunately, though, sad news, our hammy in here got isolated. Orc warriors started tossing him around like a play toy. As you can see, he has 0 armor. He just needs to come out right now. Let's put in... I've kind of been wanting to use Screamer. Screamer's so cool looking. Let's put Screamer in for a little bit. But yeah, his armor wasn't enough to save him. They beat him down bad, and he ended up dying right at the end. Right after I had already killed the champion, after I had already killed the warlord, I killed every berserker, every orc young. He was just surrounded by orc warriors, and I did like a pretty clutch swap right at the end with a good rotate, and they didn't care. They just bullied the guy who I had rotated him with, jumped on him, and killed him. So, but this is the most pointless of the injuries on his character. This literally means nothing. -2 vision, -50% range skill, does not matter. All it does, let's check this out. I couldn't resist earlier. I looked at it. That was already a face a mother could be the only person that loves it. That's not how that phrase. That's not how that phrase goes. Yeah, that's a face only a mother could love, but it just got cooler. So let's put him back in his fullest of helms and make sure that face never sees the light of day. But yeah, eye patch. Just thought you guys should know if we get a permanent injury on a brother. But that was the best attempt I was able to shake loose, which is crazy. But it is what it is. Let's go ahead and take a maximum fatigue roll here. 1 in melee skill, 1 in melee defense on Edgel. That's very good. And then on Uldric could use some melee skill for sure. His fatigue is actually pretty low, but he does have iron lungs, which is solid. And just pump some more melee defense. I could even see giving him some hit points. But 75 is respectable. But on a super tank like him with taunt, I would like to have higher HP. But anyway, guys, anyone else get seriously hurt? Yaku did. We can switch out Yaku. Let's put some of our archers in. Boom. Yep, that works. Works for me. Alright, guys. We're going to continue exploring today. In the last episode, we got a big wagon. That was cool. We can carry more stuff, which is good because we're carrying a lot of stuff. Thunder Clan hideout. Well, after the fight I just took, I feel like this is going to be a breath of fresh air. Let's just go and crush these guys in the off chance they have some good stuff. And we did pick up that ridiculous axe. I meant to go over that again. But several of you pointed out and noticed that that axe has stats on it that are comparable to like a two-handed axe, but in the hands of a one-hander and a duelist especially, it's devastating. It's a brutal weapon. There we go. We'll take that one. Very good. Alright, Aerosol, it's alright, you can't hit them all. But we've got some dangerous weapons here. This fight ended up being more berserker than Orc Young. Can't hit him. Yeah, no way. But that is okay. We can corral these guys. As long as we can maintain the integrity of our back lines, I'm not that scared of many things in the game. In certain numbers. Alright, Andreas, I mean, you got a quality miss. But against Berserkers and Orc Young, warbows are the key. Crossbows, okay, but warbows. Yeah, we took a good bit of damage on Rodrigo as well. Keep on passing. Sorry guys, I keep getting texts. My My daughter still does online school right now until the end of this like quarter. And I just got a message from her teacher saying she's been like playing in her room whenever we're not around, watching her during the day, which is obviously not good. So just had to have a talk about that. Online school is hard for kids, you know, especially when they're young. Just sitting at a computer and iPad all day is just boring. I would not have been good at that as a kid, for sure. I loved going to school, you know. Step in here. Right now what we want is kills. Orc Berserkers, pretty scary, but not so scary when you start breaking them. Yes, and we start getting our confidence. Step in that way. Leave some space here. Alright, that guy saw what happened to his betters. I'll step in with Rodrigo just because I know he can take it. It would be nice if we had sort of scared some of these guys. That is what I'm talking about. That's exactly what we wanted. Yeah, I knew I could survive one of those, but barely. Jesus. Okay, now I'm scared. Oh, no. Alright, they destroyed my shield, and they killed my boy. Oh, hell no. Alright, we coming back. We're going to use our Matrix powers to come back from this. Jump through the phone. Hell no. Moral of the story, always respect Berserkers. Don't start talking crap until the fight's over. Probably should not have jumped in on them, even for the one hits. Just probably need to just let them always come to you. This guy's tatted up. They're staying a good distance away down here. But yeah, man, man-splitters. Straight up took my head off. We have to beware any time they're able to stand toe-to-toe with each other, or next to each other in a way that lets them both hit the same target. That's when it gets really scary. If you can isolate them, you know, you kind of can predict that you can take a hit here, take a hit there. But when they're able to concentrate on one target, there's no... I don't know if there's any brother in the game who could take 2 direct hits from a man-splitter. You'd have to have some ridiculous armor, 9 lives, of course, but that's cheating. Alright, let's see him come on in. I'm hoping most of them do not charge me like that. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, too. We could have taken a 3-fer up here. Should have just waited. We might have had... We would have definitely had a better shot. Prioritize the ones with the man-splitters. Let's take the free kill for the reset. Fine. I'm going to take the 3. And then I'm going to bring out the pike instead of reloading. Yeah, that felt good. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing here with Aerozel. I need as much DPS like this turn as I can get. That was nice. We just flattened them. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. This guy actually had armor, so it's kind of nice that we were able to Damn, we whiff. Feels bad. It's nice that we were able to be on him with a guy that has a hammer. I don't know off the top of my head what the armor is of the bone armor. I don't know why we can't get this armor. Almost nothing in this game is like cosmetic in that way. Ooh, okay. That hurt Arcus. Let's focus this guy. Big bleed. Went for the decapitation, didn't get it. Nice. Then we can jump back up. This is kind of how the fight should have gone the first time, but didn't. Me stepping in was bold. We didn't need to be that bold. My shield on Jake. I know you guys didn't get to see that fight that I retook. But they kept targeting his shield a ton. It's probably quite damaged. That's good. I mean, that's what we wanted. Freaked him out. Whew, down they go. Alright, any good loot for this? I mean, just some stuff we can repair and sell. Honestly, just trying to clear the spot here because we have so much stuff that we're going to have to go back and sell it. Man, do I even try to repair all this? It's so... These are worth repairing, but it's gonna take everything we have in tools, basically, to do it. Arcus took a heavy hit here. Let's just... Some of our other bros can come in. Anyone else? Not really. Okay. Do some of that. Yeah. Crumbled shelter. Looks like more orcs. They have an orc banner at least. Kind of weird to see them in one of these types of outposts. A series of barks followed by muted growling interrupts your work. You leave your tent to see that the two war dogs, Seth the war dog and Misty, are fighting. They've locked their jaws into the nape of each other's necks. A few brothers try to intervene, but every time they do, the war dogs briefly separate and snap at the humans, as if to say this fight is between them and them only. Wybor is our Houndmaster. We'll let him handle this. You order Wybor the Houndmaster to do something. He nods and steps forward, calmly walking between the two fighting dogs. They bark and snap at each other, but both pause to eye the man coming in. One growls, but does in fact sit down. The other backs up, its tail wagging furiously, but there's still fire in its eyes. The Houndmaster crouches down and pets them both on the head. One mutt lowers itself, and the other follows suit. The man slowly brings the dogs together, practically touching noses, and then whispers to them both. Slowly but surely, the bestial energy leaves the dogs, and their softened disposition seems more fit for watching children than fighting in a mercenary band. The Houndmaster gets back up, and the dogs happily follow him. He nods. Just a small row between dogs, eh? He walks off while the rest of the company looks on slack-jawed, as if they just watched some kind of procession of druidic sorcery. A master of his craft indeed. I've never seen that particular, outcome for that. Pretty cool. Someone pointed out one time that we had a chance to get Battle Brother, and I totally, for whatever reason, didn't see that we had that option to mess with Wybor as our Houndmaster. I can't believe I missed that. I normally don't, you know, my eyes don't glaze over in that way and I miss stuff, but I guess I did. I said I was going to look at the trusty men feller. We definitely should have looked at this. A heavy piece of metal with a sharp head, not made for human hands. 42 to 79 damage. Let's compare this to I mean, it's even so much better than the head splitters, which is wild. Our best axe is a pretty damn good axe. It's the Sir Casimir Splitter. 35 to 55 damage, huge durability. That doesn't really matter. 35 to 55 versus 42 to 79. That's insane. Damage that ignores armor, 43%. This one has slightly better at 45%. It's 130% effective versus armor. Same here on the Trusty Menfeller. Shield damage 16, shield damage 16. Maximum fatigue of 6, which is almost nothing in this game, versus a maximum fatigue of 22. Minus 22, of course. That just tanks Wybor's ability to swing. Whereas, I mean, that's one of the strengths of this, is that it has such low fatigue. And then this, of course, has the other negative of skills build up 5 more fatigue. So you have to have the right brother, a duelist brother, perhaps like a swordmaster character, maybe. Trying to think of what would be like ideal background for this guy. I mean, even like you could build up a hedge knight to be like a duelist, bro. Just huge fatigue, huge. You'd have like recovery, probably stuff like that. Anyway. Awesome, cool weapon. It's just, I don't think we'll be able to use it, sadly. May end up just selling it. Is everyone good for this next fight? Did I swap out as intended? I did. Go see what's up. We're just clearing this unknown area. I don't know how far we'll get. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's a lot of dudes. Let them come, though. It's all Orc Young. We sort of specialize in killing Orc Young. There's some low ground here, some high ground. We'll adjust accordingly. It's a little bit wonky. Sometimes taking high ground isn't worth kind of like messing up your lines. And handgunners and crossbowmen like to be standing directly behind your frontliners. I'm gonna get up here. Very nice, great damage. Hell yes. Very good. I'm gonna step in because if I don't, they'll probably just stun me anyway. And we'll just kind of take these positions where it makes sense. Like here. Okay. We still have some good shots, some 78s. There we go. Awesome. And we'll step in even further. Lock these guys in these positions. I will say the cleaver that Jake's using has kind of been working out for him. I haven't noticed any real problems with the fatigue buildup. They're going for the stuns, but they're not getting them. We softened him up for Wolf. Should be able to kill him. Alright, that sucked a little bit. Dang, I was about to say, Edgel faded all of those stuns, but he got stunned in the end. That's a way better shot. I don't know why I didn't see that one on the first go-round. Shoot him point blank. Reload. Sword lance him. Damn. That'd have been a sick move. Go down here. Mess up this dude's day. And that's it. They're starting to run. Oh man, did you guys see the new Borat movie? Jesus, the running of the American that they did at the end. No spoilers, I will not spoil it. I don't think that's a major spoiler. If you saw the first Borat, you remember the running of the Jew that they did? Jesus. I recently rewatched the first one. I saw it one time in theaters, and that was enough for me to remember, like, the entire movie when I was younger. Just how, like, impactful that movie was on me. But I was with somebody who hadn't seen it before, and I was like, oh man, you gotta watch it before we watch the second one. Jeez, I just cringed. It was just cringing for like 3 hours, basically. It was good though. I mean, I recommend it if you can handle that type of humor. I don't mind it. I will say this. I kind of don't like seeing like normal innocent people tricked, which they did a lot in the first movie, but they only sort of pretended to do in the second movie. I think the second one's a way more like edited, and I think a lot fewer normal people are tricked, which I kind of get behind. I will say that I noticed it almost instantly. I was like, huh, okay, well this person seems like they're in on it, and this person seems like they're in on it. Not everyone, but a lot of people. And then you could even argue that some of the people in the first movie kind of deserved it. Just like, man, y'all are kind of crummy people. I remember there being a bunch of lawsuits, too, when that first movie came out. And I was telling the person I was watching it with about the lawsuits, but I realized, like, I didn't know how they ended, you know? I never really followed through. And looking them up, I think almost all of them got dismissed. And there were a lot of them. But you kind of have to expect that. Like a big movie company probably has a lot of really good lawyers. Probably not the easiest thing in the world to sue like Paramount or whoever it is. We're gonna run them down. Alright. Down they go. Nice easy fight. Would have been cooler to fight amongst the ruins. Jesus. Alright. We're still able to carry all this stuff, but when the time comes, we're going to dump all this meat. We're going to dump all these, like, crappy shields. Like, there's still room in our inventory. It looks like we don't have a lot of room, but we've got, like, 20 slots that are filled up with absolute garbage. See if there's anything out here to find. I mean, these are not nothing fights. I was hoping we'd be kind of far enough away from civilization, maybe to get some excellent loot. Maybe we just take this fight here at Uratash Turum, some other huge orc fight, and then we head back to Al-Hazif and see what we can sell or even buy. Big bestial footprints here. Alright, there's a... Man, this is very similar to the fight that I left you guys on in the last episode, which has me a little bit worried. 100% like have to have Rodrigo. He does work. Have to have Arcus. We may even want to go like tighter on, because I don't have any more fire pots. Having the throwing weapons was pretty nice for versatility. Let's bring in Miguel, perhaps over Screamer. Do something like this. Try and keep Act near the center just because he's the bannerman. Dang, another ridiculous fight. It's only been like 1 day in game time. I'm sure we lost some dogs. Let me go ahead and... while I'm remembering. Yeah, we lost several. We lost dogs, fire pots, all that stuff. You know what? I bet I have a fire pot sitting in someone's inventory somewhere. They're not using. Our Hamian is still beat the hell out of. Really? Ah, here we go. There's one. I knew we had at least one. Let's give that to Miguel. And is anyone else holding on to a fire pot for me? Wolf here. We haven't really made much use of his quick hands. I felt like we didn't quite get his range skill up high enough. Yeah, okay. Alright, we got one fire pot to play with. Something like that. Alright, let's do it. A large and foul-smelling sea of tents with a warlord's tent and throne room in the middle. The largest of all, it's home to a whole tribe until they move on to hunt and raid elsewhere. Come on, Urash. Let's do it, big boy! 24, is it the same number as last time? I think so. I'm hoping the ratio is a bit more... It looks like it is, actually. This is kind of a lot of young and berserkers. Last time it was a lot more warriors. And I'm not saying there aren't a lot of warriors. Oh, here is the champion. That's a unique shield. It's got like bones on the front. Oh, that's sick. I think I've had that one before. It's probably unbelievably heavy. Alright guys, well, I'm not as sad now that you didn't get to see the last fight. Because it looks like I'm getting a repeat. Alright, good. Damn. Hoping for a little bit better, that's okay. I will say, man, I've played this game for a long time, and I remember having, a long time ago, a build where every other brother in my front line was a spear bro, and fighting orcs was so awesome. They just couldn't get past the spears, and the way the AI used to play around them was pretty great, too. You could really mess them up just by having a good spear wall. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna have to end up throwing some dogs to the wolves, basically. I'm gonna back up here. I don't remember if spear wall stops warrior charges. I know it messes up berserkers and young. See what they're able to do on this turn. Every time they stun Rodrigo, my heart aches. So much DPS lost. This is so bad. They're landing every single stun. This is not a guaranteed stun. And they landed every single one. Alright. Try and freak them out. This is what we need. Huge handgun shots. We needed some kills. We need resets. I'll take those, because if I hit him, I get the kill. And then I'll wait here. I actually might... Nah, I'll wait. I'm not going to throw a dog down just yet. Alright, he's dead to the bleed. I really don't want to get hit by that. That man splitter. Now, because they have a warlord, you might be asking yourself, like, why am I bothering to focus on dudes who are already running? It's because the warlord can bellow and call them back. So take the easy kills where you can. And then let's see if we can make it so that in the end we're just fighting a, you know, kind of a smaller stack of warriors. I would have preferred to use my grenade on, you know, a big, tightly packed group of orc warriors, but barring that, I mean, that was as solid of a usage as you might end up getting. And to protect my flank, I think Ground here is going to have to hold that for me. Hopefully he lasts more than a turn. I think he can. Can keep Mile from getting surrounded. Alright. Do it. Do it big. Rodrigo needs to get some big hits. This fight is kind of not cool down here. Can't believe he's still alive. Alright, this is what we need. Huge hit. We need the reach advantage to proc. And we got it there, plus 15 and everything. But I wouldn't be surprised for them just to go for Jebediah. I would hope that they don't just destroy my shield here. And just a double whiff, I'll take that. And we'll wait. I'm not going to maneuver yet. Let's see if one of these, like this Orc Warrior, jumps in here. That would actually be good for us. And a Noble Sword is not bad versus... A Noble Sword is not bad versus a Berserker. It's quite bad versus the Warriors. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not good. I'll keep shooting. Come on, Grand. Hold. Get rid of the young. Make it so that their surrounds are, you know, less numerous. Oh, this is good. We've got some throws here. A 20%, not so much. Let's take these 60s. And just like that, man, Wolf getting some mileage out of those axes. Good kill. That's a double on Miguel. Feels good. Go team. We'll get our spear and shield out. I would love to do something with Margash Borash. What a great name. That sounds like a Borat name. It's a me, Margash. Yeah, felt right. No, Edgel. Okay. Well, I'm going to drop this dog and see if the dog will... Yes. Okay. I just want to hold him here and keep freaking him out. The problem is... You know what? And I'm going to Adrenaline as well. I think I'm faster than them, but I'm not 100%. The problem is, if he gets this kill on my dog, it could, instead of him being breaking, it could lead to him being confident. Something like that. And we don't want that. Arazel, I can't tell. Is he reloaded already? I don't remember. There's got to be a way to tell that, right? Alright, that was great. This guy's gonna go. Stun the dog, cool. They stunned Rodrigo, but that's okay, he's already gone. We want Snarler to stick around. Damn it. Okay, he went from breaking to wavering. That's not terrible. Very good. And we had not already reloaded, so... We're gonna need to switch it out. We'll take the kill in the hopes of freaking this dude out, and we kind of did a little. Alright, that one sort of hurt. Put some damage on the unarmored dudes. Jeb hit him in the head, which is not what we wanted. Alright, we're not letting anyone run. If I can help it. Come on, Grand. Yes, Grand is the hero we needed. Decapitation. Big hits. He managed to call some of his bros back, but not enough. Okay. Hammer out. Perfect. Let's take advantage. Yeah, we should just rotate. And once we get past that armor, I mean, this fighting spears do decent damage. Cool. You know, that feels like it sucks a little bit, but all he did was put himself deeper into a concave that we control. I'll step back here. It puts me closer to this fight, and I don't really lose anything here. This guy's going to go down no matter what. Let's drop a dog. Hoping, yeah, kind of hoping it would do just that. Just in some capacity, stop a few of these guys from doing anything. We still, I think, have to be a little bit afraid of Urash. We need to clean up as much of these other hanger-ons as we can before we engage him. Stormtail. Alright, Reynolds probably just going to one-shot that dude. Very good. More dogs. If you're going to drop one, I usually say drop a bunch. Ooh, he went for the dog. Interesting. Alright, we need to start putting hits on him. That guy's got no armor left except his helmet, which unfortunately we hit him in. Very good. Great axes, man. You want to kill orc warriors, you use great axes. I like the idea of getting Uldric on top of the champion. He's not long for this world, honestly. They break, I feel like they break really easy. Wouldn't be surprised if this guy came back, wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. Nice, and we get another break. And that's it, gone. Let's send Jake up. We don't want Urash to run. He did come back, and then he was like, nah, I'm out. Alright, everyone else needs to move up. Because the real fight's here now. We just need to get around this dude. How damaged are they? Very damaged. Nice. Let's see if he tries to run. I hope not. Ooh, but with the stun, he's able to get free. Oh, hell no. Dang it, I didn't mean... Dang it. Come on, dog. Yes! Okay. We're on him for a second here. I had a feeling he might chase that way. That's okay. We've got plenty of dogs. I don't mind that. We don't need much to finish that. He's gonna keep running. Cool. Yeah, I think we just have to use everything we have to try and get up there. And down he goes. I don't really have good options here. We're close to getting some brothers on him. We just need him not to, like, insta-dunk our dog. I want that shield. This guy is, like, really blocking us up. Yeah, if one of them gets the kill, I wouldn't be surprised if others move towards it. Okay. He held. Thank you, Pupper. Alright, let's get in there. We gotta be careful what we ask for, though. That's a powerful dude. We don't need to go in there with brothers who are already hurt, stuff like that. Not that I don't think we have anyone who's really that hurt. There we go. But getting 2 brothers on, I feel much better about it. Let's lower the foliage. We can see what the heck's going on. Dang it. Just gonna get a free dog kill. Let's start moving some of these dudes south over there. I'm sure the dogs are gonna take up all of our slots here, and they will. It's going to be several turns before we can get anyone there to help. Yeah, that sucks. And that's going to give him confidence, which we do not want him to have. Hold on, Chomper, we're coming. He's an orc warrior, so he can't be stunned. We've got rotation here, so I can pull out some people if some people get hurt. Just wait with you. We took away his confidence, that's good. And now we've got 3 polearm bros on the case. It's all good. I just don't want to underestimate this type of enemy. He could turn and just dunk us, and then we're just like, well, that sucked. This fight has gone pretty swimmingly up until this point. He's wavering now. Bleeding. He got an injury on him. So close. We'll switch here. Wow, we can... Okay, get another hit in. Cool. Don't kill my pupper. Interesting. Get him. Ah, that would have been a kill. It's okay. We're going to be so much faster than him. I just don't want the dog to get the kill, which is what it's looking like the game is setting me up to have happen. It took the kill. We still get the shield, but I mean, that's a lot of experience we didn't get. Feels bad, man. The one flippin' dog. The circumstances that had to take place in order for that dog to steal that kill from us. Kind of insane. I don't think it affects... I'm curious, actually. I don't think it affects our bounty from the bounty hunter. I haven't really been keeping track of, like, what gives what. You know, like, are we going to get 400 from killing the champion, or what's the deal? Maybe you guys can tell me in the comment section if you can look and see, like, how much money we had before we went into the fight and how much after. That's really all I need to know. And then we can see how much we got paid. Reynolds going to be the one that brings the pain to this guy. Hammers and great axes, man. Pole hammers too, really. And then we whiff. Dang. Trying to think of what other movies I watched you guys might be interested in. I recently watched a movie called Life with Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal and a few other people that I recognize. Really good actors. Really cool, like, space sci-fi type of movie. Kind of had a horror element. I don't know, some of you guys might enjoy that. It was good. Not a 10 out of 10, but good. Feel free to Google that one. I'll just say this, in case you've never heard of it. It's like they're up on like an international space station. They're astronauts and doctors, and they're receiving their first soil sample from Mars, and they discover life inside of it. And they start kind of, you know, playing with it. And what happens next is shenaniganry. For our trouble, 2 more unique shields. Let's get them in our inventory. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We don't need the meat. Thank you for all your meat, but you can keep it, orcs. Orcs always trying to give me their meat. Alright, we're good. The metal shields are worth something. Let's go ahead and look at the stats on that. 2 new shields, and they look sweet too. I've had that metal heater shield before. The Stalwart Fortress. It looks like maybe it just has big durability. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. It's got a griffin on it by Sigmar. That is quite the omen. That is quite the omen. Who do we give that to? Who is the most worthy of Sigmar's love? We have Wybor here, who finally hit level 11. Congratulations to Wybor. Let's level up Arcus here. 1 melee skill. Let's give him 1 resolve. Get him up to 50. Let's give him some melee defense. We've got Uldric. Ulfric the dog. Jebediah already has a unique shield. Yeah, I kind of like just giving it to Wolf here. Sweet. And if we compare it to a standard heater shield, which I have, it just has ridiculous durability. And it's 1 fatigue lighter. So not the best. I mean, it's cool to have a shield that's got so much durability. It's basically unbreakable. It's got way more durability than a heavy metal shield, but I would have happily taken more like melee defense or something instead. But, you know, still a top tier shield. This, however, Sir Erlin's Defender. Super heavy. Shield skills build up 5 more fatigue. It's 15 and 20. That's kind of crappy. I'm going to give it to Uldric just because that looks insane. And I'm stoked. I'm stoked at how cool it looks. It's just another unbreakable shield that kind of sucks on him. But we're doing it. We are doing it. Congratulations, Uldric, rather, and Wolf. You guys got new shields too. Moody here. Let's give him 1 in range skill. Let's give him 1 in resolve. That's pretty low resolve. And let's also give him... We'll go 1 in melee skill. 75. That round number kind of does my heart good. Ulfric here. 1 in melee skill. 1 in resolve. Man, his deserter background really messed him up. And... I mean, his fatigue isn't great. He's a throwing bro. Let's get up to 55. And then Wybor. Man, what do we have left on Wybor? He is an Axe Master. His final roll's a 4. Excellent. A 4. Excellent. Hate to see a 2 in melee skill. If this was a 3, I would just snap it off. I think I'm just going to have to snap it off anyway, because I think he's going to need more melee skill to be more useful. Here, Killing Frenzy, always fine. What else could we do with him? Having him just be more tanky. He could be an excellent taunt bro. His melee defense is pretty wild. 57 is quite high. Trying to think of what else. There's something to be said for stuff like Fortified Mind. Whenever we did the Sunken Library, having every brother in our company have Fortified Mind would basically make us immune to effects like what the Hex do, to Horrify. It's kind of niche, and it also, I mean, it just straight up makes it hard for you to run. But, you know, it's just straight up resolve. It's a pure stat boost compared to something like, I'm just gonna say Killing Frenzy, even though I think this is a good perk. Something that may not even trigger once in an entire battle, right? I may not get a kill with Wybor in a battle. But yeah, just kind of a thought. I'm thinking right now, Killing Frenzy and Steel Brow as kind of two good, like, old standbys. Fearsome could also be situationally useful. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Steel Brow, Killing Frenzy. Kind of can't go wrong with those two. And with that, Wybor is now a full-fledged brother initiated in the order. Alright. Well, that was quite the battle. We still have some time left on today's episode. Stoked to see. There's so many more orcs to slay. Karl Franz is not paying us enough for this. Let's get back to Al-Hazif. A nomad leader. We still have enough room in our inventory to take on more. Let's go ahead and pop them out. I do kind of like having archers. That's Ack. Let's see. Tongue has been hurt for a long time. The deep abdominal cut, or at least it feels like it. Let's do this. Get Moody out on the flank with Yaku. Okay. And let's get in Screamer. We want to bring in Screamer, I think, and we want to bring in Tiberius. Mile is also quite good here. We could bring him in. Honestly, we don't need like the toppest of the tier dudes every time we fight these guys. This should be a fight where we can let some of our other brothers get some experience. Yeah, and 15 is not some huge number. Let them come to us. Doesn't Uldric look awesome? The bone theme just looks so cool. If I could... I don't know if there's an orc unique like Cudgel. Like a mace weapon that I could give him. And if I got it, I doubt it would be better than what he's currently using, which I think is a pretty sick one. Okay. These guys' natural, like, increased missile resistance is always sort of frustrating. Because it doesn't look like they should have it, but they do. Heavy hit. Very nice. We might, I was about to say, we might get 2 kills there. That would be cool. And we see the leader here. Nothing special. I'm just sort of crossing my fingers for even more unique loot today. Perfect. And that's our first zombie. Nice. We landed 42%. It's very good. Did get that kill. Nope. Nice. That's a good zombie. One with the big axe. They took the zombie's weapon. I wanted to see the zombie smash this dude so bad. Ooh, and Screamer got hit hard. Despite his excellent defenses. No good targets. Just step in further. Yeah, good. Keep hitting him. The AI hates the zombies. I found that they target them at a much higher rate. I think it's simply because they have lower stats. And the AI sees them almost like a brother, right? But they see them as like a brother with really crappy stats. So they target them as if the zombie were just some vulnerable brother that we had. Instead of some kind of useless throwaway, you know, unit. We can get this armor pretty easily. Just by using Tiberius. I don't have to use anyone else to attack the leader. Which shows you how strong Tiberius is. That's good. Stun him. Go up and around his shield wall. We'll get behind the fireplace. These dudes, if they escape, that doesn't really bother me. I'd be curious to know what the odds are of us getting some unique loot from this. We're kind of far away from civilization. This is kind of like a medium fight. I think anything that has a leader type unit in it probably puts it into a different bracket. Yes, keep going for the zombie. That was awesome. Okay. Get in there. So there's no hindrance to me. Arazel can fight with blade as well as bow. Damn shear. I'm gonna go for the stun. But it won't damage the armor very much, but it will keep him from trying to run. Now, if the zombie hits him with that axe, I might regret being happy that he has it. It'd be nice to get the armor. I don't need to get it. It's just a payday. A small payday. Alright, they're freaking out. We've almost got him, but he will have 9 lives, almost certainly. I'll keep my bow out. I'll take my gun out there. Thank you, zombie, for missing. Screamer gets his revenge. He gets those bastards back. And I think Uldric here probably has a dagger, and he does. Nice. So we've got 3 brothers around him with daggers, and the only wild card really is the zombie. We may even be able to swap him out. Run him down. Oh man, we needed to hit that. Dang it. I thought I would still have my rotation active, but I do not. And he missed, thankfully. Going through a little bit of trouble here, but it's worth it. This thing will sell for several hundred. Nope. We gotta wait one more turn, and we will be able to rotate him next turn. So we really have all the time in the world. We need to hit 2 punctures in a row, though. We gotta trigger his 9 lives, and then we have to actually kill him. I don't see any world where us switching the weapons ends up mattering, but it could. If I accidentally moved and he tried to run away, something like that, I don't know. Finish him off, come on. The people are waiting. Oh my god, alright, one more round. One more round. Ugh. I'm trying to think of what movie I'm watching tonight. I might end up watching Richard Jewell tonight. For those of you who haven't heard of that, we just need to be passing with everyone. I don't know what I'm doing. Richard Jewell is like apparently based on a true story about a guy who's kind of like mentally diminished, we'll say. Not a very bright guy who's got like a job as a security guard, and he gets accused of this like terroristic act. And because he's kind of simple and he just is like really well-meaning and he wants to help the police and the police are just trying to close the case, holy crap, they pinned it on him, and it's gonna be a good movie. But here we go. All right, let's load the. Hold on, don't get too excited. Dump the meat. Dump the crappy throwing weapons. Dump the tree branches. Dump these. Just doing this manually. Alright, we'll take a look at these in a second, because boy, you know I want to. Definitely pick that up. And helmet. Are these worth anything? We'll pick these up. Sure. Alright, whatever. None of the rest of this matters. Okay. Holy crap. 4 pieces today. 5, really, if you count the axe that we picked up at the end of the last episode. What is this crossbow? The Lethal Arbalist. A pull-lever crossbow that can propel bolts over medium distances, effective even in the hands of laymen, but requires almost a full turn to reload. Well balanced and with extraordinarily strong sinews, this weapon is truly the work of a master craftsman. And we have it right next to an impaler, so let's compare it. 77 durability versus 72, it has better durability. 62 and 86 damage. That's way more than a piked impaler. 12 plus 16, so 28 more damage. It's like a 50% damage increase. Has an additional 15% chance to hit. Holy crap. I don't even think I've ever seen that buff at all. Now, Aracel's the only dedicated crossbowman we have. It seems right to give that to him. And now we just have like a full pack of spiked impalers. We'll go ahead and repair that one. Repair all of these weapons real quick. Jeez. This is an insane crossbow. 50% more damage, way more durability than a spiked impaler, which already has jacked up durability. and a 15% chance to hit at the cost of like 2 fatigue. I mean, that's big money. And then also, let's repair the Southern Longmail shirt that we picked up. We picked up Sir Sigmund's Lifesaver, which is a huge piece of armor. It almost always is. I don't know if these are good rolls for it. I don't remember. I don't think we already have someone in this one. Where's our unique armor? We have the Revered Shell. That's a 387. This is a 375. This is 39 maximum fatigue. This is 32. So they're pretty comparable. If you consider the implications of, you know, kind of fatigue versus durability. I like getting our two-handers into big armor, like our Hamian here. All of our other two-handers do have the unique armor. I also oh no, we do have it. We do. It's actually on Jake Abbott. This one's a 345, but it only has 27 fatigue, which is pretty nice. I'm going to switch. I'm going to give him the heavier armor. And we're going to put that on there. Boom. And then I think I just go ahead and give this, the lighter one here, to Arhamian. And that frees up a coat of plates for someone. How's our fatigue on some of these bros? You know, Mael can wear the heaviest stuff. It's just a little bit heavier, but it's also much better. And then that frees this up to give to someone. Who has just really good fatigue? Miguel does. Miguel can put that on. And then that frees up the Sellsword's armor, which I think we give to Wolf. Yeah. I like it. Very good pickups today. Kind of insane pickups. We need to make it back to town, though. Jeez, we're getting lucky on the loot, guys. And that was just a pretty easy fight for us. Just some old officer dude. We smacked him down and got one of the best crossbows I've ever seen. And an amazing piece of armor. And luckily we made it back just in time to do some deals. But we are rich. And the prices here look to be insane. Let's go ahead and just check out what they are. Use the old bear hat. Bear hat says 20. Hell yeah. And we're going to sell some of these reinforced mail hauberks. I don't really want to keep them all in my inventory. I didn't see how much money I had at the beginning. 46 something. I'm not going to bother fully repairing that. I probably don't need to keep a spare Sipper shield. These are all worth a couple hundred. Look how many of these choppers we took. Oh, we had knives. Lame. So many choppers. I don't foresee me ever using this. Like, a brother in our company would have to die, and then we would have to get another brother who's, like, specifically would be good at using that. Which is not a scenario I see happening. And we're up to 60 grand. Up to 64 grand. That escalated quickly. We're going to spend a couple grand on... You know, I'm probably going to sell this reinforced mail hauberk. Do I sell one spiked impaler? I'm going to hold on to them. Because I could see, like, if we find the Goblin City, we might want the accuracy of the, like, the pinpoint ability of the crossbows and the range over the spread of the handguns. I could see that. I'm going to need more backup, like quivers, but that's fine. Anything else that I sell? I mean, I'm quite wealthy right now. We'll buy 80 tools. The prices are not great here, but I'm rich. I don't want to be too stingy. Let's get some more just supplies. Let's visit the weaponsmith. They're having problems. They have ambush trade routes. Whoops. And I mean, yeah, the prices here are terrible. I will take way more fire grenades. I don't like running out of those when I'm way out in the world, exploring and stuff. I'd rather have a ton of them on hand, because they really do kind of single-handedly turn fights for me. I'm happy Hamian got, like, a pretty sick upgrade, too. He deserved it after, you know, losing an eye. We'd like to get him a unique helmet, too. Our helmet game is sort of weak. Okay. They have contracts for us. You know, we'll do this one real quick. Oh, they want us to go way down here. Okay. I might as well do this on camera. It'll help them with their trade routes, which could also help us. I would also consider... Man, that's free money. It's hard to pass up when free money just walks right by you. One range skill. One resolve. Let's just take one melee skill also. I'm gonna let him go. Just because I'm trying to do other stuff today. But I don't think this fight is going to be all that big. No, it's not. We'll just finish up here. I know I'm going to be uploading this kind of late. So I think I started talking about this in one of the other episodes and didn't finish. I mentioned that I had like an infection on my foot. And I said it wasn't as gross as it sounded, but I didn't really follow that up with anything. So for all you guys know, it is as gross as it sounded. But I bruised my foot. I walk and run a lot. And I stay on my feet. I do a lot of kind of exercise activities during the day. And I wear really crummy shoes. And I never really thought about it before. I was in the army. One of the things they teach you, one of the first things they teach you is take care of your feet. And I wasn't really doing that. I was just kind of buying cheap shoes and wearing them to go running. That way I wasn't spending a bunch of money on nice shoes and then ruining them, you know? That was kind of just my thought process, was to save some money. And after a while, I completely wore out the insoles in all of my shoes. Like, outside of the shoes still look fine, but if you look on the inside, giant holes where the balls of my feet are. Yeah, so I bruised my bone in my right foot. Just woke up one morning and it was kind of swollen. I was like, huh. Like, I wonder what that's about. And I soaked it in Epsom salt, you know, all the stuff you're kind of supposed to do. If he breaks my shield, I'm gonna rage quit. Anyway. So I soaked my feet, I did all that stuff. And it just got worse and worse over a couple days until it, like, hurt really bad. And I was like, well, I should probably go to the doctor, because I couldn't walk. My house is all, like, hardwood floors, so, like, I couldn't walk. I had to wear, like, old man slippers and, like, slide around my house. So it swole up, turned super red, got really puffy. And I was like, this has got to be some sort of infection. Oh my god. Guys, the aneurysm that almost just snapped in my brain. Did I not call it? Did I not call it? I hate. I just have so much hate every time that happens. This guy is public enemy number 1. All warbows will be focused on him. So basically, I go to the hospital. I go to the ER real quick one evening at a place that's like really close to my house. It's actually really nice. No one's ever in there. It's like an empty hospital that luckily my insurance is good with. And I go in there, they do an ultrasound right away, they do an x-ray right away. And it's not like, because I was concerned it was like gout. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had any run-ins with gout. I know people who have. I've never had it myself. But they say it's extremely painful. And this was pretty damn painful. But gout apparently like attacks the joints. So, but I could still kind of wiggle my toes and stuff. Like it wasn't messed up like that. And of course we're like whiffing the one guy I'm trying to hit. Oh my god, it's 3 in a row. Okay. But anyway, guys, they were able to tell that it wasn't gout in the ultrasound, which is kind of cool. I had the doctor like turn the machine around and show me what was going on. And you could see like there was no liquid in between, so it was like it ruled out a certain type of infection. There was no they look for like almost like little mineral deposits in between the joints and the bones, and there was none of that either. So they could tell like right away it wasn't gout. So it was just like a tissue infection around the bruised bone. No cuts, nothing like that. I got huge calluses on the bottom of my feet, so it was like it's all underneath the calluses. Anyway, I've stayed off of it for a few days. It's feeling a little bit better. It's getting better, but you got to take antibiotics, you know. But I'm not 100% yet. But I can't stay off my feet. I gotta go for walks, man. The weather's beautiful outside. I like to get out and get that fresh air, especially in between recordings. I really can't sit for like hours and hours like I could when I was a younger man. But it was just one more thing to add to the like complicated list of like little things that were in my way all week. Nice. Was not expecting to land that. The odds of us getting some unique loot off of this fight is pretty low. But it should be a decent little payday. I forgot to haggle. I'm pretty sure. I forgot to haggle for this. And that's just because it's been so damn long since I actually took a contract. I've just been going out in the wild. Nice. It's our zombie, bro. Thank you for closing that out. And yeah, we get some incense, some gold, some tools. It's all very worth it. And we'll just travel back, get our little payday, and call it for today, guys. I would like to continue exploring. I don't know if I'm going to go back this way and fight more giant orc fights. It's been sort of lucrative for us. High risk, high reward type of stuff. I just don't know if there's any more of the type of regions that I would like to discover. I would like to find some more legendary locations, if possible. What we can do is we can sell all this stuff. Sell that super shield as well. Anything else? Get some more dates. Get up to 8. Buy some more tools. Sure. Just like that, we're good. I'm tempted to go back to Hakim al-Ramal just before we leave for today. I would like to do something with the ridiculous amount of money I have, and Hakim al-Ramal is as much of a solid jumping off point as Al-Hazif. 9 nomads. Unless this has something like cool in it. Yeah, a archer. I'll just leave him alone. We're going a bit long, but whatever. Still trying to keep my eyes out for a mercenary company, guys. I know it's been many episodes, and there was one where I had an opportunity to get it, and I just started talking, and I totally missed those dudes. Although they were probably hired, which means I almost certainly wouldn't have wanted to engage them. Alright, wish me luck here. We got a taxidermist. We could look into getting the large powdered bags, but I almost never run through the bags that I already have. We'll just pass. Alchemist, we could get a big handgun. That would be cool. I'm just going to buy those up because I see myself using them quite a bit in the future. And a padded mail and lamellar hauberk. I haven't had one of these yet. They're very cool looking. 290, 36 fatigue. I could consider that. Who would I give that to? Such a beautiful piece of armor. 290, 36 fatigue. Do we have a brother who just really struggles with fatigue? It would be way better than the decayed coat of scales. I mean, it's a solid upgrade for many bros. And it just looks cool. Would probably put a hyena fur mantle on it. Or fur padding. It wouldn't look as cool, I don't think, with fur padding, though. Whereas I could see with a hyena fur mantle, it would still look pretty sweet. I think it really wants a snake skin, though. Do I want that? I kind of do. I'm gonna do it. I think that, in my mind, I'm comparing it to, like, the coat of plates. And with the amount of money that I have, and the amount of bros I have that are still, like, subpar in terms of their armor, like, I think I just need to pull the trigger. And the decayed coat of scales is super heavy for how good it is. And this is just such a huge upgrade for... I think I'm going to give it to Wolf here. Put that on there. And then we can give the sellsword's armor to Wybor, and that helps him out just as much. I like it. Okay. And we'll make up that money, no problem. Do we sell this, though? Yeah, we do. It's not as good as the reinforced mail hauberk, or it's more durability than the mail hauberk, but it's just a worse piece of armor because of its weight. In the marketplace, nothing we need. We already bought the stuff from the alchemist. Okay, I'm just kind of stalling at this point, but we've done a lot today. I'm happy to kind of leave it where I'm leaving it. I don't really feel the need to do anything else. Maybe we just, real quick, let's go up to Low and Scants. They could also give us an opportunity to buy something cool. Grandfather's tomb will be destroyed one day. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those contracts was to take out the tomb. What has been destroyed here? It's hard to know. They've had green skin attacks. That sucks. Every time I come here, this place has nothing for me. It's kind of depressing. If they gave me a contract to get rid of their marauding greenskins, I would do it. But anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett. Channel's Goodtalk Gaming. And as always, y'all, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.